Good afternoon, everybody. Thank you for joining us. Welcome to our information session on the 23rd Annual Finger Lakes International Wine Competition, benefiting Camp Good Days and Special Times. I'm Val Venezia Ross, and I have the pleasure of introducing my friends here today, our speakers, to chat about this really high-profile and well-regarded wine competition that also happens to benefit a very worthy cause. And you're going to learn about that in a minute. So a warm welcome to Bob Medill, who is the head judge of the Finger Lakes International Wine Competition, and Jamie Varble, who's the director of special events and fundraising. I hope I got that right. So Jamie and Bob, welcome to you both. We appreciate you joining us today. I know there are lots of questions about the competition, and we really are excited to learn more about that and the organization's mission, and of course, kind of how, why, and all the details about how folks should enter their wines into the competition this year. And so, Bob, I think I'm handing it over to you, correct?
You are, Val, and thank you.
Thank
very
you.
much. Well, hello, everyone, and thanks very much for joining us and giving us an opportunity to share some more information about the Finger Lakes International Wine and Spirits Competition. And this year is our 23rd. That's pretty good longevity for any enterprise, and this one, particularly since it's working so hard to raise money for the kids and families impacted with cancer. We wanted to host this webinar, and thank you to the New York Grape Wine Foundation for the opportunity to share a little bit more information about the competition, what we do, and for what purposes, what our mission is, not just with wineries in New York, but really wineries all over the United States, principally, as well as a few international, and Canada. We get quite a few entries from Canada. Talk about the competition, how we got started, how and why wineries and spirit producers should enter, and we'll finish from some frequently asked questions that you might have. I'm the head judge. Sounds like a grand poobah. I would say I'm just one more person helping Camp Good Days and the Finger Lakes International achieve its mission. And let me tell you, after 25 years in the wine industry, I cannot be more pleased to cooperate and participate as head judge. In the past, I've been a winery owner, sommelier, I still judge wine competitions in Europe. And over the past 4 years, I've been head judge for the Finger Lakes International Wine Spirits Competition. And believe you me, it's just been a joy and a pleasure to be able to contribute my professional skills to this organization's mission. Jamie, I think you're going to tell us a little bit more about the history.
Yes, thank you, Bob. Like Valerie said, my name's Jamie. I'm the Director of Special Events and Fundraising here at Camp Good Days. And one of our biggest, and what I spend a lot of my time on, is the competition and the wine auction dinner that follows the competition. So just some history about the competition. This is our 23rd year, as Bob mentioned, and it's been one of the leading charitable wine and spirits competitions in the world. We started in 2000. And since the start, we have received over 50,000 different entries. We have received entries from every state in the United States, and then 32 different countries around the world. So it really started, as a very local competition to help and support all the families we serve at Camp Good Days, but it's grown tremendously now, being an international competition, everything. And some background on Camp Good Days, if you're not familiar, which is what this competition benefits. Camp Good Days is a Rochester-based nonprofit. Our mission is to enrich the lives of children, families, and adults who are affected by cancer or sickle cell anemia. We have a summer camp experience on Keuka Lake for all of our campers. And then we also do year-round support activities as well. Everything is provided completely free of charge for the participants. Having to go through a cancer, sickle cell diagnosis, there's already enough financial strain on these families. So we do everything we can to never charge a family, and we never have for the past 44 years. It was started in 1971 by our founder, Gary Mervis, whose daughter, Teddy, she was actually diagnosed diagnosed with a brain tumor. And he wanted to start Camp Good Days because what hurt her the most was just the feeling of being alone, having no peers like she could relate to that she was going through. So that's why Gary wanted to create this camp so kids could come together, know they're not alone, and then be taken care of the whole time by our nurses and staff and volunteers there. But yeah, and we've, over the past 44 years, like I said, we've never charged any families. We've served over 50,000 children from 25 different states and 36 countries too. So the campers we serve is really why this competition exists. That's why we started it, to raise money. And that's the reason we push so hard to make this event the best we can. Because every entry is helping send kids to our camp and year-round programs.
Thank you.
Yeah.
That's a powerful mission. Now, the current competition, the 23rd, will be held June 12th through 14th in the Rochester area. In fact, one of the outcomes of COVID for the Finger Lakes International Wine and Spirits Competition is that we moved our venue down to where our camp facilities are that Jamie described on Cuca Lake. So this has the benefit of enabling the judges, in fact, to visit the very place where the campers come for an opportunity to engage with others in an environment which they can just plain have some fun and properly be looked after by professionals. It's staffed, fully staffed up. Who is the wine judge? Well, frankly, it used to be people like me. I don't judge at this competition anymore as head judge, but it's sommeliers, masters of wine, they're educators, they're winemakers. These are skilled professionals who've been doing their work for years. Good judgment, and most important, they're collegial, they work well together, and they're there to help the competition do the very best job they can on behalf of the wineries that are trusting their wines into our competition. And that's really important. So we rely on consensus judging, and we rely on panelists being able to panel, typically is a panel of 3 people, could be 4, but 3 or 4 people working well together, listening respectfully one to another, talking about the merits and the strength of a wine so they can properly award it a bronze, a silver, a gold, or even a platinum. And it sounds like a lot of different grades, but we often have wines that are so close and so compellingly brilliant that we decided to institute a platinum award to singularly endorse those that should reach the very pinnacle among the very best. And it's a lot of work. It sounds like a lot of fun, which it is, but it certainly is a lot of work. And so far, we're on track to do another good job and have a good time on the 23rd. It's always nice if the weather holds, of course. Among the other aspects of the competition is this notion of what might be very best. For example, in your own experience, you'll have an opportunity to taste, let's say, Chardonnay. And you know yourself, you'll find various grades and qualities of Chardonnay. And we'll have often in some of these classes a best of award, and Chardonnay is one of them, as well as Merlot, Cabernet Sauvignon, Pinot Noir, and several other varieties. And the idea is simply to ensure that those wines that represent the very finest quality in a large group are easily identified by the judges, and the wineries are told of the work, the very good work that they've been doing to produce these incredibly very versatile and tasty wines. I mean, let's face it, most wine, if you don't like the wine, one thing about judging is actually it's got nothing to do with you like a wine or not. It has to do with what you judge its quality to be within its class. Jamie, did you have more about how to enter?
Yes, I do. You can visit our website. It is FLIWC for Finger Lakes International Wine and Spirits Competition, then -CGD. And I can actually share my screen quickly just to show you guys what that looks like. All right. And you're seeing this, correct, Bob?
I am indeed.
Okay, so yeah, this is our website. This is the entry page. If you hit enter at the top, the easiest way we suggest is entering online. We do have a form you can download if you would like to print the entry form out. You can absolutely do that as well. But just right here, you can click enter online and it will take you to, I'm actually already logged in over here. This is the dashboard, what it looks like. And I've already went in and selected some wines under registration here. You can see all the wines listed. And you can go in and edit any entry as well. It's all back on the dashboard right here. You can update your account profile and everything like that. And then complete and pay. And this is the submission. We go to checkout. I also want to thank New York Wine and Grape Foundation because they have provided a discount code which you can enter here for any New York State wineries. And we can send out an email with this information as well. The code is 10 New York 23 to get 10% off your entry. So that's basically, I'm going to stop sharing my screen. But yeah, for every wine entry, it's $55 per entry. And we ask that you submit 4 bottles. Any wine that we don't use, we mentioned we have a dinner gala, which is every fall, and those bottles will be used at the dinner gala. We'll highlight all the winners, anyone who got a medal. It's a huge event and it's our biggest fundraiser for Camp Good Days. And then to any winery that won a gold, double gold, we love giving them the opportunity to send in a case of wine that we also auction off at the wine auction dinner in the fall, which the date for that this year is actually October 28th too, if anyone's interested. Trying to think of some frequently asked questions as well that people typically have when they're
Amy, am I allowed to pop in here? It's Val.
Yes.
So yeah, just some logistics questions coming through. Sorry if I missed this. Just can you talk a little bit about deadlines for entry and then shipping logistics and where that should be shipped? And if folks are in the neighborhood and they want to drop off their wine, can they just drop that off with you?
Of course. So yeah, our entry deadline is May 12th. And yeah, you can ship your entries right to our office, which is in Mendon, New York. That address is on our website. But if you prefer, we do have some consolidation points down in the Finger Lakes. Our camp facility is in Branchport, New York. That address is also listed online. And then our friends at Lakewood Vineyards are also a consolidation point as well. They're down on Seneca towards Watkins Glen. So again, all those addresses are listed on our website, and our goal is for the entry deadline is May 12th, but we will let you know if we're extending that. Great.
Another quick question. Did you say when the results were announced or will be announced?
Within 2 weeks of the competition, usually sooner online. We'll get all the results up, and then we ship out all the results to each winery with the medals they received within 2 weeks.
The Finger Lakes International Wine and Spirits Competition is a world-class competition for a world-class cause. This competition connects the families that need support with the producers that produce their wine and spirits, with the consumers and skilled members of the trade that join with us in helping. It's a connected circle. That's all I wanted to say.
Fantastic. Thanks, Jamie. Thanks, Bob. I know that you both are really passionate about this organization and this mission, and we'd love to learn more about it. I did paste the website in the chat. And I encourage everybody to go there and learn more, not just about the competition, although certainly enter, but more about the mission of the organization. And Jamie, since you're the director of fundraising, are there other ways that wineries can get involved with you throughout the year or make donations?
Yeah, of course. Yeah, and we do have wineries that help us out because we do other events. When like our golf tournament, we do an auction. Like if any winery wants to donate tastings for any of our auctions, those are always very popular.
Right.
And then for our dinner gala too, we're always accepting volunteers because we have people there with tremendous wine knowledge, serving the wines and describing them. So too, there's always volunteer opportunities.
Great. Can we find those on the website, or should folks just reach out to you?
Yeah, website, and they can always reach out to me. But yeah,
Okay.
one of our tabs on the top of the website is all about the auction at the end of the year.
Okay. Well, fantastic. We'll make sure that your email address is also in the follow-up email that goes out to all the wineries. So yeah, thank you both for being here. We really appreciate it. I hope all goes well this year, and we're looking forward to seeing the outcome and the wine auction and the dinner as well. So we appreciate your time, and we will see you both again soon.
Yep.
Thanks, Val.
Thank you. Yep.